Disabled parking. Just going to talk about it because it annoys me. So I work at a place, won't say the name, Keaton Protected. I work in a building that basically people come to every day, work out, go for a swim, could call it a gym. And I work in an area of Liverpool that is a little bit rougher than some other parts. But, you know, it's a pretty nice spot. It's a nice gym. And I do actually really like the place. You get good people. Scousers always up for a laugh. Never a dull moment. But you do have a small contingent of very inconsiderate people. So I started at this job coming on a year ago now. I started a role there. As a manager in the gym, doing bits and bobs. And I noticed that one of the issues when I arrived was, so at the front of the building we have lots of disabled parking access for, you know, disabled people with blue badges, for them to park at so they don't have to walk far. Got a bit more access around the car, you know, get your wheelchair in and out. And, well, you notice you turn up any time of the day, any time, they're all full. And you think, how many disabled people come to this gym? Like, there must be 10 disabled spots. And, well, I know how many disabled people come to a gym. It's not 10. It's below that. 4 it is. I'll be up front. 4. So at any one time, there should be 4 cars in these bays with disabled badges in. But they're always full. And I'm not being funny, but does a disabled person have a van that is for scaffolding or a bouncy castle business? I'm not messing. These people literally park in there. A fucking bouncy castle business. Imagine trying to set that up in a wheelchair. I mean, I know there are other disabilities that you don't have to have a wheelchair, but so anyway, all these disabled bays are taken up, and I'm just thinking, what's going on? What's happening? Any other place this wouldn't happen, but for some reason it seems acceptable here, and people just do it. So I kind of, you know, take it as a bit of my, you know, when you first join a job, you need a little thing to be getting along with, little project. And I thought, do you know what, I'll try and sort this issue out, help the disabled members out. My role's a bit about inclusion, diversity. So I think, right, well, next time I see someone parking there, I'll just speak to them. I'll go up and say, oh, hello mate, we have got plenty of parking just round the corner. Maybe just go down there. So you'd think, like, it's a reasonable conversation to have with someone. Turns out it's not. It's not a reasonable conversation to have to someone who parks in a disabled bay, who's not disabled, you quickly realise that the type of person to park in there is not someone who you can have a reasonable conversation with, and it quickly escalates. So I quickly gave up on that. You know, it's not happening. The conversation tactic. So I think, well, what did I do at the last place I worked? Well, they put tickets on people's cars. Now, where you work, you can't really fine them, but you can put a first warning, a second warning, a third warning, and by the third, you'll get them banned or suspended. So I think, right, I'll try that. It turns out, no, that's not working. You put a ticket on their car, they come in, threaten you, throw the ticket, and walk out. That's it. So this is maybe after a couple of weeks, I realised, no, this isn't working. So I found some bollards on Amazon. Looking through, quite expensive bollards. And I see some 4 for 70 quid. I thought, bloody hell, that's a pretty good price, that. I mean, yeah, I can't go wrong with 4 for 70 quid. So anyway, I order these, company credit card, post the job, and they turn up in this little box. You should have seen the size of these bollards. Absolutely shocking. Whoever sold them on Amazon should be absolutely ashamed of themselves with the description that they gave. Solid bollards. No. So anyway, we get them installed, drilled into the ground, and they're the ones that you flick up and down. Well, pick up, and you fold them down to the ground so people can drive over them with a key. So anyway, this actually works. Like, I come into work one day after installing these, and there's four bays open, ready for disabled people. So I thought, oh, bloody hell, I've actually done it. Well, anyway, a couple of weeks go by, it's all going well. You start to notice these bollards getting little dents in. Come out one day, one's kicked down, someone will just kick it over, just literally booting it. But you do have some members in the gym who really dislike that people are inconsiderate and park in these spots. The good people. And one day some woman drove into a disabled spot, wasn't disabled, didn't have a blue badge. This is one of the bays with a bollard in. Went up, ran into her class, so I'm late, I'm really sorry. So I think another member walking by, seen her car pulled in and put the bollard up at the back of her car. So an hour later, she comes back from whatever, yoga, maybe Zumba, something like that, and gets into her car and reverses straight out, straight into the bollard. Pulls all her back bumper off, wrecks the back of her car. In fairness, the description was quite right then. The bollard stood up to the test. She comes storming in, fuming. Who's put this bollard up at the back of our car? And we said, no, we don't do that. We just drop them for people coming in. Yeah. I mean, did you display your disabled badge, ma'am? No, I didn't. I'm not disabled. I was just late for a class. We share this look over the counter. I'm dancing inside. Absolutely dancing. I thought, this is the finest display of karma. You know, I was so happy. But I couldn't display that, obviously. I said, I'm really sorry about that. I mean, maybe a member popped it up at the back. But unfortunately, you know, we don't take any responsibility for your car belongings in the car park. They're left at your own risk. Can I suggest that maybe next time you park, down at the bottom, bit more room? She looks at me. She walks out. So, anyway, these bollards came down in the end. Just got too battered. But all of it was worth it for that one moment when I looked into that woman's eyes and she knew what I was thinking. She knew I was thinking, you selfish motherfucker. Parking in a disabled bay. I've had a disabled member come to me, crying in tears before because they can't get a spot. But yeah, we get lots of strange people. We did this trial where people can come by, trial the place out for a little while for a discounted price. So, I mean, it's already a busy place, and you have this massive influx of, I don't know, 1,000 people in the space of 2 weeks. So you get a massive number of people coming and using it. Pool, sauna, steam, gym, everything is absolutely rammed. It's a nightmare to work. Absolute nightmare. And where you have the existing members, obviously they're kicking off because they're paying for a product that's, in their words, compromised. And a guy shout at me across the room. Hey mate. Full restaurant. Mate, why are you letting all these crackheads in, mate? What you doing? I thought, oh God, here we go. I mean, they weren't crackheads, but they weren't the most normal people that we were letting in, I'll admit. But it's a good place to work, I guess. It's good fun. Everyone's always up for a laugh. Yeah. Bye.